What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Let's Discuss. So today we're going to be discussing romantic comedies.
Rom Coms!
Something... Yeah. Yes, romantic comedies. Believe it or not, even we like a little romance here and there and a little splash of laughter. Let's talk about our favorites, our hatred, my hatred. For some of them, all of them, here we go.
So Nacho, let's discuss what is your favorite rom-com?
Well, Scott, let me tell you, I recently got into rom-coms.
Recently? How recent? What's recent?
Dude, we're talking like 2 months ago.
No way!
Yeah,
dude, I've been watching them since like day one.
Well, see, now here's the thing. Wow, day one, really?
Day one.
No, see, here's the thing. Cause like, I didn't know genres. I just watched movies, and I saw a funny movie.
And then you
know
found the genre out later.
Yeah, so like way later, like 2018, like.
What was the first rom-com that you saw, ever remember seeing that you realized it's a rom-com?
Don't ask me questions about it because I don't remember vivid points, it was The Wedding Singer.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Since then, I have not gone back to watch it.
I actually only recently saw the movie at the suggestion of an ex-coworker. And I loved it. I will never go. Any Adam Sandler.
Was that the first time you ever saw it?
The Wedding Singer, yeah.
When it was recommended to you?
When it was recommended to me.
Really?
I saw it. That was then, and I had seen every other Adam Sandler movie. I even saw Little Nicky.
Hey, whoa, what do you mean you even saw
Come
Little
on,
Nicky?
check the Rotten Tomatoes score. It's not a great film.
Man!
It's funny, it's a classic, it has great elements, the dude with the fucking titties on his head. But come on, man.
RT don't mean shit if you like the movie.
Exactly, but critically it was not received well.
What's your take on Click?
I love it.
That's a romantic comedy?
Yes.
That's not a romantic comedy.
No, it's not.
It's not.
But, like...
Kate Beckinsale is hot as hell in that, but it's not a rom-com.
No, I was just saying because, like,
If anything, it's like a comedy, melodrama, Shakespeare.
Apparently, I'm alone in this where I think Click is, like, an extremely good movie. Me and some, like, 2 other people.
No, add me on board.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, when I tell other people about Adam Sandler movies, they're like, dude, Click is trash, it's horrible, and I'm like, what? Exactly.
It has one of his best performances ever. Like when it gets really sad,
and
he dies.
And like I saw it in theaters, and like it was a real tearjerker.
It affected me. Yeah, it jerked the fuck out of my tears, man.
That was like one of the first like movies like I was like really emotionally like attached to in terms of like I'm really into this. Like this is making me feel something.
Okay, but now we're getting into regular comedy.
We could do. Let's discuss Adam Sandler.
We can do that. They can't make it so.
All right. Back to rom-coms. So, Wedding Singer.
Is that your all-time favorite?
No. I can't really say like, cause I've been like recently I've just discovered rom-coms, and I don't really know. Still to this day, I don't really know what categorizes as a rom-com. It's just like, oh, I've seen that movie. Like, so if you were to give me a list of rom-coms right now.
Marley and Me.
Marley, that's a rom.
Is that really a rom-com?
It is, but the focal point is a pet.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the ending, and that's enough for me.
Oh God, yeah.
I can't. No.
I'm just gonna. How about this?
Think of how much worse it would have been if you were invested since the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How about this? Okay, rom-coms are like Made in Manhattan with Jennifer Lopez. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Stuff like that.
Cause, okay, now hear me out here before you start criticizing me. I haven't seen stuff like that.
I haven't either.
Okay, good.
Made in Manhattan. I love that movie.
Cause growing up, I was like, ew, those are girl movies. Why would I watch that? I was all about, hey.
Growing up, alright.
Yeah, exactly.
Growing up,
I don't want to see what.
Growing up, I would have kicked your ass.
but like growing up, I'd be like, hey man, I want to see Power Rangers. I want to see cartoons. I want to see something funny. So that's what I was accustomed to. So I haven't seen any of that stuff. But ever since the days of Netflix came along, I often just browse through like the expansive list of
rom-coms,
everything, and the way I go about it now, and how I kind of got into watching rom-coms was like, oh hey, I know this person, I like him, I'm gonna watch the movie, and it's romantic, and not necessarily comedic, but it's a rom-com nevertheless.
Yeah.
So like I watch a lot of like B-movie only on Netflix, made for Netflix type movies.
Well, now those are not considered B movies anymore.
Okay, so I saw a movie with Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the name, but
Pearl Harbor.
it's a it's legit like
that's like a disaster
underground indie type of film where like it's not made by Netflix. It's on Netflix. It didn't come to theaters, but it was a rom-com because it's a story of like a street musician in New York or something. You know, goes on a lifetime adventure for the night with some dame. You know. And then thus ensues a tale of all tales.
You mean hoe?
No, just like some random girl. Like some girl gets robbed or something, and then like Chris Evans is there playing the trumpet. And he's like, hey, like you dropped this or you missed this or something. And then they're like, let's do something. And I'm like, it's not
so
right
it's
like
not
that.
No,
an escort.
No, I mean like, hey, so you know if you're interested, let's go to like a bar. Just you know,
that sounds like the opening to like a porn.
Some made up, you know, they're not like, hey dude, it's more of just like, you want to do something spontaneous type of deal, you know?
Let's
like,
fuck. I mean, who does that nowadays?
Nobody.
Dude, exactly. It's like a romantic thing that you only see in movies, you know?
And you want to do something spontaneous?
But do you get what I'm saying though? Because like none of us would like randomly be out in LA on a Friday night and walk up to some random girl and be like, here's what we're doing tonight, and she'll be like, yeah, I'm down, you know. That's
probably like call the cops.
That's all exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only shit that happens in movies.
Not only that, there's no girls in downtown LA at night.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to make an example.
Now we're talking fantasy.
But okay,
Yeah,
so
you're
like,
getting into sci-fi like Terminator realm there.
but I digress. So I watch stuff like that because I don't really know what's a good and or bad rom-com. I just watch it. Like I watched it because Chris Evans was in it. You know, Captain America and Marvel.
Were you expecting Captain America?
No. I just want to see some more of his work.
He's in it for his body.
Yeah.
I just want to see some more of his work.
We all are.
And he had another rom-com that was on Netflix that it wasn't made by Netflix, but it was on Netflix.
On Netflix.
And I was like, I like this one a little bit more than the other one.
Which one was? What was that one about?
So he's like trying to meet like the love of his life, and he runs into this girl at some get together, and she's already taken. They connect, thus debauchery ensues. You know how rom-coms go. But ones that I saw recently, amidst of all this rom-com chaos, the first time when we first met.
Rom chaos.
It's on Netflix. Have you guys heard of it?
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
It's like
to
no.
We watched when we first met. I was
on a date?
I was like, dude,
it's legit a Netflix
deleting
production.
text and shit.
It's a Netflix production.
Okay.
When we first met, have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen that.
If I had to just like say like, all right, top 3, that would be one of them because
Really?
I don't know
Who's in it?
Your mama.
She's an actress now?
Joe's babysitter. Joe's babysitters from Modern Family.
Joe's babysitter.
Yeah.
The male guy?
Yeah.
The Manny?
He was in Workaholics.
The Manny. A male nanny. The Manny.
Yeah. His name was like Andy, I think.
Andy.
You know what I'm talking about,
He's
right?
in there? He's in that?
He's the main.
Wow!
Yeah.
I want to watch that now. That dude's funny.
And you know who else is in it? Alexandria Daddario.
I don't know who the fuck that was.
Okay, you seen the fourth? You seen the fourth Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yes.
The one where they reboot, like the way it goes from 1 to 2.
Yeah, they all look like disposable
Wait.
characters, so I can't remember.
But
Wait. I gotta do something.
the girl,
real quick.
the girl with the big chest with the blue eyes in Baywatch.
The first Baywatch or second one?
No,
There's a second one.
Well, the remake.
You've seen Texas Fort, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one with Trey Songz in it.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Trey Songz is in it. Yeah.
It's the main girl who's related to Texas.
Yeah.
To Texas. To
I know what you're
Leatherface.
talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah. So that girl with like the bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
Like she's like drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's related to
She's
Texas.
she's in. Shut up.
George W. Bush.
She's in when
Texas.
watch it. No.
I'm sorry. Why is that so funny? I don't understand.
She's in Texas. But she's in
Texas.
Why is that so funny?
It's a fucking state.
What if you said a different state like Iowa? It's like Iowa.
Oh man.
Delaware.
Okay.
What's your favorite state?
Texas. Was it a loaded question?
I still don't understand why that's funny.
I forgot about that. I forgot that Texas was the thing, and I said it. So
Texas keychain.
Oh my god.
I really want Texas toast.
Like my cheeks.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, my titties are sweating.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Dude, my tattoos are sweating.
You got a tattoo in Texas?
Hey, I will.
So, okay. So the dude from Workaholics.
Wait, let me.
Can I get water?
Oh fuck.
What?
He was like, can I get water?
Why are you laughing at that?
Why am I laughing? I'm gonna piss myself.
Why are we laughing?
This is the stupidest shit. I'm gonna piss myself. I can't stand up. I can't stand up.
Stop saying that!
Shut up, my stomach.
Oh my god, here it comes. I'm gonna piss myself. This is the stupidest fucking episode ever. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
My leg.
What the?
I think I dropped 10 pounds laughing that hard.
I can't. I'm having trouble breathing.
Oh my god. I think I have an angina. What? Palpitations in my heart.
What the hell just happened?
From fucking Texas.
Dude, that legit really just weird right now.
That was weird. That was fucking weird.
Oh. I don't understand what just happened. Like, holy shit,
I'm
dude.
crying about it.
That's never happened before.
I didn't know my eyes could leak.
Yeah, so
Texas
Alexandria.
chainsaw.
I don't know if it's Alexandria or Alexandra Daddario, but
One or the other.
she's a.
The Van Helsing.
You know the. No, that's Kate Beckinsale.
The one you were talking about before?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Baywatch one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
really bright blue eyes, big chest, very pale skin, gorgeous.
Hey.
Yeah.
11 out of 10. So, she is the main love interest in When We First Met. I think that's what it's called, and it's with the Manny, like you said.
The Manny.
And with that one is, I don't want to spoil that because I recommend you guys watch it, even if you don't like rom-com.
Is there a plot twist?
Yeah, there actually is.
Wow.
Like I saw it and I was like,
Did you see it coming?
like no. Well, I mean, I'm stupid, but I was, you know,
I'm stupid, I'm Ricardo.
I was paying close attention to the movie. Like I was genuinely interested because I like both of these actors. So I'm watching, and then like there was legit a point in the movie where I was like, wow, what a plot twist! What a plot twist! I didn't see this coming, like legit, and I was like super interested, and I was like, I mean, granted, I haven't seen a lot of rom-coms, but with what I have seen, like, I was like, I like this, like, I like the ending of this because rom-coms don't do this, and I was like, totally didn't expect that.
Now, you said the very first rom-com you ever remember seeing was Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine was one with an actress named Anne Hesh. It was an old '90s movie. Do you know who Anne Hesh is?
Never
She's
even
like
heard the name.
white, really short blonde hair. And have you seen Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah.
The chick, the white chick.
Mm.
Did you see Volcano?
No.
Wow. Well, you've seen it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
All right. So her and Harrison Ford, of all people,
Whoa.
was in a rom-com called
wow.
6 Days, 7 Nights.
I know exactly what you're
Do you know the movie? Have you seen it?
Nah.
I love that movie. I don't know why they get like they crash land in some island or something, in like Hawaii or something like that, and then and they hate each other like right off the bat. They hate each other, and then when they crash land, I think the chick was like engaged to somebody, and they were like in a wedding or something, or like they were about to get married or something like that. I don't know. But the point is, they crash land, and she and Harrison Ford and her, they hate each other. And so when they crash, they're on this island for 6 days, 7 nights together, and they hate each other, and then they end up falling in love, obviously. That shit is funny. I love it. I love that one. That's the very first one I ever remember seeing. I saw it at a dollar theater in Nova.
Wow.
Nice.
I remember my aunt took me to go see it.
Nice.
That's right. It's a family film. I loved it. I don't think they boned. I don't remember. I don't know if it's a family film or not.
Nice detail to remember.
Well, yeah, family film. I don't think they did.
So I don't know if it's a family film as well.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so that's right. So
I mean,
now
we're on an island. I mean,
true. I'm sure they might have maybe.
Are you saying whether they boned on camera or not?
Well, obviously, it's the movie, dude.
Because I mean, no. I'm saying like in the movie.
Well, of course.
Because if not, it's implied. You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember if at all if it was implied or not.
Ah, gotcha.
I have no idea if they ever do, but I do know that they end up falling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you meant like in real life, like
What was
Anne
your-
Hesh is like she's gay.
Oh.
So she wouldn't bone Harrison Ford.
What's your follow up? You're gonna follow up with
I was
something?
gonna ask you, what is your favorite rom-com right now? What do you look like? You want to beat me up? What the
That's a
fuck?
tough one. No, because I'm thinking. Sorry.
Right?
That's a tough one. Because, like I said, I recently got into them. I haven't seen too many. Now, what categorizes like favorite as in like just how much I enjoyed the movie, like how much I like it, or
Do you have are you at that point where you have like a fallback rom-com that you can just throw on and just no matter what you can just enjoy it?
that? It'd probably be
The one with
when we first met or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be that one.
all right. Mine, it's a tie. No, it's a three-way tie. 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
I'm familiar.
Music and Lyrics with Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant. He's a British actor. And then I can't remember the goddamn third one. What the fuck is it called?
hi, how are you?
What is that fucking third movie called? One of my favorites of all time. Anyway, so Music and Lyrics. I feel like you would like that one. That one is a great fucking film. I'll bring it over when I'm gonna watch it. It's really good. It's
We can
about
watch it. Hey, we gotta watch John Wick first. All three of us.
I'm still like dead serious down for that right
Well,
now.
because we were supposed to do that last week, but he was like, "No, I gotta go be responsible."
I do gotta be responsible too.
No, be unresponsible with us.
Well, I am
It's
right
a
now.
lot, it's a lot of
But
fun.
later tonight.
I really gotta get back home
We'll go home and then come back.
as soon as we're done.
I'm gonna shout out your address right now if you don't say it.
I don't even know his address.
9455 Main Street, Bellflower, California.
And we're back.
But anyway, so Music and Lyrics, you really dig that. It's about Drew Barrymore, right? Actually, no, it's about Hugh Grant. He is a washed-up 80s pop star has-been. He was in a duo of a band, and the other guy ended up becoming like a famous solo artist, and he's like playing all these like stadium shows and all this, blah, blah, blah. And this dude, like, when the band broke up, like back in the 80s, when he went solo, Hugh Grant, when he went solo, like his album didn't sell at all. Like the same copy of the album has been in the music store for like 10 years or something like that. And he checks every week he checks and it's still there. And then so like his house plant spray person, water, he has one, yeah. A woman, no, but house plants. Like he lives in an apartment building, and like she goes and sprays his house plants. She cancels, so she sends over like her friend or something. Her friend, of course, is Drew Barrymore. So Drew Barrymore substitute houseplant sprays his house, and then well, they meet, of course, and she works at like a weight loss center with her sister, Drew Barrymore, and she like comes up with slogans or something, right? So she writes. She has a background in writing, right? And so this dude, Hugh Grant, his thing was he always came up with great melodies, but he could just never write the lyrics, right? So, what a coincidence! A poet person comes into his life, and as he's writing a song, she like writes a lyric that he likes, and then bam, oh my God, that sounds great! Can you write more? And she's like, no, blah blah blah, and then of course she ends up, and then they do bone. They don't show it, but they bone under a piano, right? That's hot. You've never seen it? Anyway, but that's hot.
I've never
right?
seen. I think 50 First Dates is the
I
only
love that
romantic
one.
comedy I've ever seen in my life.
Do you enjoy it?
And even then, this is probably your case with me, but when I saw 50 First Dates, I didn't know it was a rom-com.
Yeah,
I
same.
love it. It is a rom. It's more rom, you know. It's more comedy, but it is a rom-com. It is, and that certainly qualifies. Oh, the third movie is Made in Manhattan. That's my favorite.
You
With
mentioned
Jennifer
it
Lopez.
earlier.
I did. That's my favorite
That's
movie.
funny.
That's one. That's a three-way tie between those three. I can put any of those on at any time of the day and feel at peace, and that's like my fallback movie, and I can just relax and watch it. And if I have 4 hours to kill, Titanic. But I never have 4 hours to kill.
Okay.
What about you? Well, you already answered.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Right. Do you want to chime in with something else?
Are any of these on Netflix and or streaming services?
I feel like 50 First Dates. That one was.
Well, I
don't know
have.
if
I think
it's on
I have my
Hulu.
me or my brother has 50 First Dates. Plus, I've seen it.
I don't know that Made in Manhattan is on any type of streaming service, but I own it, and I also own music and lyrics. So we will have a girls' night and we'll watch them. Deal?
Sounds cute. Yeah.
Sounds good. Now, let's talk about this stigma about males watching chick flicks. Do you care?
At first,
You did.
yes.
You did care.
But like I asked people, I was like, hey, you know any good rom-coms? You know, I recently got into them. They're pretty good. They're entertaining. You
They
know.
are. They are.
I like
Almost forget.
love story. You know, I can't tell what's good, what's bad. I'll watch it. If it's bad, I'll stop watching it.
Yeah.
But I haven't had that case yet because they catch my attention.
They do catch.
Yeah.
They do catch it. Yeah. They're just. You know, you can sit back, watch it, and unwind. You know, because these are things that don't happen in everyday life. You can watch it and kind of be like, wow, that'd be great if it happened to me. You know?
Yeah,
I'd feel miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd feel so miserable.
Like, dude,
Why?
Because I know that never happened to me.
But it's nice to aspire to something in life.
That's where the fantasy aspect comes into it.
Yeah.
Because earlier, the movie that was on TV earlier when you came, like I had just finished watching that, but I replayed it because I just needed background noise. And so like there was a part in the movie where it was a rom-com, by the way. I don't remember the name of it. Oh, Almost Friends.
Okay.
It's a pretty good one too.
I haven't seen that.
So one of the main female lead, she's like, hey, I'm gonna go meet up with my friend at so and so. Do you want to walk me there? And then the guy's like, yeah, sure, you know, whatever. That's totally something I would do. And then like there's a scene where they're just like walking down the town, just like walking and talking, you know, getting to know each other.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like I would kill for some shit like that to happen to me. Granted, it has, but the thing that makes it, you know, like makes you feel that way is like the aesthetic, the movie, you know, the chemistry that they have,
Yeah.
and the music. I'm like, why am I tripping, or like, why am I saying this? This has happened to me before, but then like, I took the music into the equation. I was like, right, there's no music in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, just stuff like that, like, it was very believable. Aside from the other rom-coms that I've seen,
Yeah.
so I was like, I dig this scene. I dig this movie. It's very grounded in reality.
I like movies like that. Music and lyrics. That one can happen. Maybe not in that same setting that it happened, but life is filled with a lot of coincidences, and you never know when you might need your water house plant spray person to call out. And
That's
then-
very specific, but
That is very
weirder
specific.
things have happened.
But weirder things have happened, like LeBron James signed with the Lakers, and I don't know what that's about.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
There it was. But yeah, like I was saying, like some of those things can happen. If you watch music and lyrics, you'll see it. Us as musicians, if we aspire to be like famous musicians ever, that type of thing can happen, because you know I dream of the day that I'm able to like be a has-been I love that. Like that's dope. I want to be. I want to have been something to have been able to be a has-been. You know. So that's I don't aspire to be that exactly, but you know what I mean. But like it is grounded in reality, sort of. You know. So I like watching anything that's like that, and especially in like music production, songwriting. That's like where I then delved into in high school. Like I wanted to be a drummer, and then I kind of shifted my focus, and then I wanted to be an engineer, and then a songwriter or a producer, something in that vein. And so just seeing that, and then like the whole movie is basically centered around a song they write, and then like this interaction between a musician and a lyricist, and then like the music industry. They have like 3 days to write a song for like a huge pop star that's like bigger than Britney Spears and all that. And then like the climax of the film, it ends in like Madison Square Garden, and like they had broken up, and then like they get back together on like at Madison Square Garden in front of everybody. Like that's just a cool vibe, you know. Like I like seeing that, and even though it might not happen to me, like you never know, weird things happen.
I spaced out so hard in the middle of that.
I was thinking of how we got to this point because we were talking about like
reality.
No, do guys like should it matter that guys like watch rom-coms? I was like, I mean, I'm not ashamed.
I'm not ashamed to say that one of my favorite movies of all time is Music and Lyrics, Made in Manhattan, Titanic. Even though that's a disaster flick, let's just talk about those people that fall and then hit themselves in the propeller and then flip. I love that. I just love seeing like.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when you said disaster movie.
Disaster movie. Yeah. I just like watching disaster movies, and the fact that this love story is centered around this disaster film, really historical film. I love that. I love it. And as a kid, all I appreciated about the movie was the disaster aspect. Now that I'm grown and I've seen the movie again, I'm able to appreciate the love story behind it, and I see why it has so many Oscars and Grammys or whatever the hell the case may be. But anyway, we digress. I don't find any shame at all to admit that I like chick flicks.
Same. I mean, I wouldn't go watch it in theaters just because that isn't necessarily my scene. Because rom-coms don't interest me enough where I'm like
go to a movie
actively seek out like, let's go to the movies to watch this. I'm like, that's never been me.
It's more like, it's on Netflix, let me check it out. It's accessible.
Exactly that. Yeah, like I'm not gonna go out of my way like, so and so said this is a good movie. I'm gonna rent it, see what happens. If it's available for streaming, I'm gonna watch it. If I have the time and it's available for streaming, which is why I've been watching all these like indie films,
because they're available.
Lesser known, exactly. Yeah.
They're available. See me, I've grown up with a lot of girls in my family, right? Like women. There are 7 women in my family and one uncle. The only like a male figure I really had in my whole entire female-centric family was my dad. And then, but for the most part, like my grandma babysat me. I spent a lot of time with like a lot of my girl cousins. So I have seen rom-coms with them, and that's where I get my exposure to them. Is through that. Like they'll be like, "Hey, let's go see Me Before You." The one with some dude in the wheel.
Man.
Right? That might not be a rom-com, specific.
That movie is so good.
It's a good movie, right?
Movie is so
I saw
good.
that through them, and
that's the one with the Emilia Clarke, right?
Emilia Clarke, exactly. Yeah, Game of Thrones, Terminator.
Her performance in that shit, man,
very great.
I was watching like some of the scenes that she was in, and I was like, I'm falling in love with her watching this movie. I'm like, how the hell do the actors not like?
Yeah, they fall in love with each other. That's intense. Who was it that said?
You need to watch that movie, right?
You do need to watch it.
It's really good.
I can't remember if it was someone from work or someone here, who told me the way that they're able.
It was him.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah. Because I was like, how do people not fall in love?
Yeah.
Like just watching the movie. Like, I need her in my life right now. Emilia Clarke, dude, she is a doll.
She's gorgeous, dude. She's very gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, Rick, on some real shit. Watch that. What?
Me Before You. Let's also talk about the more teen-centric, not rom-coms, but like romantic romance, like The Fault in Our Stars.
Not another teen movie?
Is that? I haven't seen that.
Oh, no.
I don't know what that's about.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man Homecoming, it has a lot of like John Hughes in it. And John Hughes isn't particularly rom-com always.
Oh,
It has those aspects in it, like Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, stuff like that. No, but I'm saying it has that aspect with teenagers and like small.
Isn't Grease a rom-com?
No, that's a musical. But it does take place in a high school with young people, and there are comedic elements to it, and the whole musical is centered around a romance. So in a sense, it's a musical rom-com.
To be continued.
To be continued. Grease.
Put my the end of Quickies thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But The Fault in Our Stars, I really enjoyed that one. Did you ever watch
No.
that? It's sad. It's very, very sad. It's just.
I mean, I know the premise of it.
You know the
I bet.
Do you know how it ends?
No.
Okay. I'll bring that over one night. We'll have a chick night, and we'll watch all of those movies, and then
And John Wick.
We can end with John Wick.
No, John Wick has to be first, dude.
So we can just establish our manliness and our masculinity.
Tell you what.
No,
we'll go
actually-
in. No, you know what? On some real shit, we'll do it like this. So here's what I'm gonna say regarding to that movie night thing. To establish our manliness and our masculinity, and you know, like
Infinity War.
no, start off with John Wick because after that we're gonna be like, fuck yeah, and then like we're just gonna like cry our balls out watching rom-coms and shit, you know, all that gay
down.
shit. And then as a pick me up, John Wick 2.
So like a John Wick rom-com sandwich. I'm with it.
Yeah, cause like,
I'm with it.
Cause like we gotta start off. We're like, all right, we're manly men, and we're about
Yeah.
to do some fucking OG shit.
We're gonna fucking.
So we're gonna watch John Wick.
Watching John
Yeah,
Wick.
yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then,
Lift
like,
weights and shit.
We get into the middle, and we're just like, you know, get our sappy side on,
and then wipe our tears and laugh a little bit.
and then end it with John Wick 2. Like, fuck yeah.
Because we're men.
But yeah, that'd be cool. So, we've kind of like dragged this out a little bit.
But I mean, I think we got all the.
I think we got everything.
So I was gonna say like, movie recommendations, like.
Movie recommendations, of course, my favorites. Made in Manhattan, that's a great one.
Okay.
The one where Jennifer Lopez is pregnant, The Backup Plan, that's a funny one too. Another one that you need to watch, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 5. The one without Trey Songz in it.
You know what I heard? That's Leatherface, by the way. Oh no, that's a prequel, right? Leatherface? Isn't Leatherface a prequel?
Are you asking me or?
No, I'm asking him. He's just looking at me like,
Well,
so why don't you say anything?
He's probably thinking you're asking me. That's why.
No, I'm looking straight at him. He's he's not saying anything. Fucking say something.
Texas.